My name is Mohamed Saliya. I speak Tamil at home. Saliha or Saleh has become Saliya. So my Arabic name is Mohamed Saleh. I come from a village background. I didn't even imagine I will export electronics. I was blessed to get engineering in the year 1974 when there were only 1024 students selected for engineering. I consider this as a blessing for me. Even in engineering, I didn't even imagine I will do business. I thought I will do my masters, I will do some PhD, I will go for teaching like that. To my luck, I was selected in ISRO as a scientist in the year 1985. Getting into ISRO was not that easy those times, especially for Muslims. If you go anywhere sporting a beard, they first see what is this man doing. Whenever I come to airport from abroad, they say, what are you doing in the customs? They will say, what are you doing? I am exporting electronics. Hey, क्या electronics export करते हैं? Hey, देखो यार, इनको कुछ बात करो, क्या क्यों बोल रहा आदमी? One senior officer will come. Oh, what do you do? Are you exporting electronics? Yes, sir. Yeah, I am exporting electronics. Then I have to give him explanation. What is that I am doing? They will ask, are you exporting or importing? Like that. They think Indians means we only import foreign goods. The two Muslims means what? They always import foreign goods. They bring like that. So I was blessed in ISRO as a scientist. 93, German team came. At that time, I was, besides my regular work, I was doing a research on knowledge-based systems. In 93-94, I developed 2 neural networks for analyzing the spacecraft telemetry. So the German team came and they picked me. I went to Munich, applied the knowledge-based techniques for their spacecraft called Röntgen satellite. Röntgen is the inventor of X-ray. They had an X-ray payload. So I applied these knowledge-based techniques for them to improve the way they analyze the telemetry. And that paper was submitted in IEEE Manned System Cybernetics. Then comes in 96, when I was working in ISRO, my friends started asking me, everyone was going abroad, going for an IT job. They said, Saliya, are you not capable of getting a job outside ISRO? That is where you are staying in ISRO. My goal was to be in ISRO. That time, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was also the scientist there.
He is getting emotional. Who will not get emotional with Dr. Kalam?
Yeah. So that lady triggered me to quit ISRO. I went to Philips Semiconductors. I was working for NatLab. NatLab is the research lab of physics semiconductors, creating new products, electronic products, new technologies those days. So I was blessed to be part of that development. Then came back after 3 years to start my company, iWave. iWave stands for Intelligent Waves. We wanted to create intelligent waves in the industry. We, in the board meeting, we decided, everyone was going towards the US. We decided, why don't we look at Japan? All my friends in the industry were telling, Saliya, why are you doing this job? Japanese people are very slow in giving the business. Then, to my luck, we 8 companies went to Japan, organized by Japanese Export Trade Organization JETRO, and then first project, we were blessed with the first project from Japan. Exporting electronics hardware to Japanese customers is like selling ice cubes to Eskimos. It's not easy. They don't accept any electronics. When we send electronics, first they will see the board. If there is any small piece of dust, which they will see through X-ray, see through the lens, small piece of dust is there, they will return the PCB. Yeah. So that is how we were blessed. So we export electronics to the Japanese railway system. There's a 16-layer or 20-layer board without any cut and stab. We were exporting electronics. So this is my journey. Like Ziaullah Shah was telling it. I think it is with the blessing of the parents. I don't have any special ability or capability, but it's all Allah's wish. That's how we did it. Now, coming to the subject for post-pandemic, during this pandemic time, what we did to recover, to get into the business. For example, after the moment the pandemic came, the first attention was on the healthcare. So healthcare people require, the challenge for them is to treat the patients, as many patients as possible, with the shortest time possible. So they require to treat the patients as much as possible. Those days, the telemedicine was not very well accepted, but during the pandemic, many governments, they accepted telemedicine. So we developed software to take care of telemedicine. You connect all the vital sensors and then take the data to the cloud. It becomes an IoT. They process the data on the cloud. You give the solution to the customer. This is the patient. So one of our teams, they developed an algorithm, AI MLD algorithm, for analyzing the X-ray, chest X-ray, to confirm this patient is having COVID-19 or not. So this is helping people, and in that process, if you give an X-ray data, the software will identify 16 different diseases of that patient. Any one of the diseases he may have. The next is we developed a wearable which is being used in the Melbourne University Hospital. This wearable will measure your SpO2, the vital signs like heartbeat rate or anything, and it will send to the cloud, and they can detect any epileptic instance that can happen in that person. Like that. This we did it much before the pandemic, but now they are using it for for diagnosing the patient's health using the wearable. So wearable is becoming the order of the day for after the pandemic. We believe that the current, after the pandemic, the pre-pandemic situation will not come back after the post-pandemic. That is the belief we have. That requires a new normal to be adopted in the technology. For example, you need robots to be available in the hospital. You need robots to be available in the manufacturing setup. You need artificial intelligence and then blockchain for analyzing the anomalies. So there are a lot of new technologies that need to be used post-pandemic. If this pandemic has not occurred, we would not be exercising all these new technologies. Meaning, this pandemic is a blessing in disguise for the technocrats. Now, the next what we did is, you visit the hospital, you visit the office. Whenever you go there, you have to, for attendance system, say for example, they have a biometric where there is a touch. So we made a touch-free biometric system. with a temperature monitoring, and then that is recording the temperature. You don't have to use the gun, and simply use show the hands, and then it measures the temperature, and it does the face recognition. Allow the patient, allow the employees inside, employees or visit inside. Then comes software. We have developed a software for learning. Learning, after the healthcare comes the learning. For learning, we developed ERP software, learning management software. During the pandemic period, we developed a learning management software with video classroom sessions possibility. Now we are promoting this to countries like Kenya, Nigeria, US, Europe, and India also. So this is again another development during the pandemic we did.